Thank you for your willingness to meet today to review nursing retention and recruitment strategies within our healthcare organization. These are issues that do not just affect us locally, they are a national issue. However, for us right now, with the anticipation of another organization opening a new hospital here close to us, there is a real possibility that we could lose some of our quality nurses to the outside organization. So it's important that we face this and discuss ways where that we can keep the nurses that we have and bring in new ones to our organization. Studies show that one of the main reasons nurses leave hospitals is because of their leadership or lack of leadership. So I would like to review leadership styles and how we can encourage our nurse leaders to retain the nurses we have. One of the most influential, I believe, leadership styles is servant leadership. The basis of servant leadership is putting one's needs above their own, and I feel that if nurse leaders practice this style, it will help keep nurses. Qualities of servant leadership include listening, empathy, healing, awareness, persuasion, conceptualization, foresight, stewardship, commitment to others, and building community. I think one strategy that we could utilize under a servant leadership style is to have nurse leaders hold informal meetings with our current nurses where they would be able to determine variables that would potentially lead to a nurse leaving the organization. And with that information, the nurse leaders could address those variables in an attempt to increase employee satisfaction, which would increase retention. Transformational leadership is another leadership style that could help impact nurse retention and recruitment here at the hospital. Transformational leadership has a focus on empowering others and inspiring others with a vision. Ultimately, if our nurse leaders are being fair and valuing and supporting staff contributions as well as facilitating staff development, that would help increase nursing retention here at the hospital. One strategy to implement this would be to have our nurse leaders doing daily rounds on the unit where they would be able to get to know their staff members and help be visible and share in the vision of goals and help influence change to keep them here within the organization. Alternatively, a quantum leadership style would also benefit our organization. We know that healthcare is an ever-changing field, and if we have leaders who understand and are aware of this and are able to bridge the gap between the here and now and the future, that would help increase our retention. Our nursing administration could support advanced education programs for our leadership team. So just to help educate them and about quantum leadership. Also, as an organization, we could develop a organizational structure that fosters sharing leadership. A strategy for this leadership style would be to adapt a shared governance model where the employees participate in decision making and would lead to increased retention. Whichever strategies are adapted into our organization to help with nurse retention and recruitment, ultimately, I feel that we need to have an organizational culture that supports nurses and keeping them. And also, we need to have participatory management so that nurses can see their nurse leaders and have access to them to help influence change and give them a voice and keep them within our system.